everyone, today I wanted to do a video around the theme of Valentine's Day. Whether you love it or you hate it, whether you're single and loving the single life and feeling super independent and don't need no one, or, I don't know why I went all ghetto, or you are with someone and you're super loved up and you can't wait to spend the day with them. Having said that, I don't really think that we just need one day of the year where we have to express our love and admiration for someone. I feel that it should be all year round. That's my only gripe with Valentine's Day. Or maybe you're just having a night out with your friends. Either way, if you want to do something with your makeup, then I have a look for you. I decided for this tutorial only to use drugstore makeup items, so the things that you would find in Boots and Superdrug, mainly because a lot of you were asking for this, and so I felt it was perfect. And especially since I wanted to centre this whole look around my favourite lipstick, which is the Rimmel Kate Moss 107. Plus, I'm just going to throw this out there, but you don't need to doll yourself up for anyone. You only want to do it for you because it makes you feel great and because you enjoy it. That being said, I am now going to show you how I did this. Okay, so I'm just going to clip my hair back out of the way, and the first thing I'm going to use is my beloved Rimmel Match Perfection foundation. I'm just going to be putting this all over my entire face. And the brush I'm going to use is one of the Real Techniques Bold Metals in 101, which is like a kind of 3D triangle shape. I am a huge fan of this foundation. I really like it. I would say that it's probably good for all skin types. It's not got massive coverage, but it's definitely buildable. I also feel like it gives my skin a really nice kind of fresh, dewy look, which is always good. Okay, now I'm done with foundation, I'm going to move on to concealer, and it's going to be absolutely no surprise to any of you that I am using the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I actually have two shades. I've got one which is fair, which I'm going to pop underneath my eyes, and then I have two which is cool medium, which I'm going to pop everywhere else on my skin that I need it. Okay, now that I look crazy, I'm gonna blend it, and to do that I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush, which I think is for eyeshadow, but I really like it for concealer, and it's the Bold Metals 200, and I'm just gonna dab it on and blend it in. Tend to use a slightly lighter one under my eyes because I feel like it really brightens and lifts any kind of darkness that I have under there, which I generally do have, so I quite like to use a lighter one there, and then kind of my actual skin tone for the rest of my face. For my powder, I am going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is in the colour 003 Peach Glow. I really like this because it just adds a little bit more depth. Normally I like to use a transparent one, which you can also do if you want to, but recently I've been using one with a touch of colour in it. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques Bold Metals in 100. Dab, 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 dab. Powder done, it's now time for bronzer, which I think is one of my favourite stages because I feel like it just instantly makes your face look like it has some sort of dimension to it, because right now I could literally be a 2D image. Oh no! I just stuck this in my bronzer. Like, how is that even possible? Not exactly the smallest mirror. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm just gonna dab, dab, dab that on there. The bronzer I'm using is Glam Bronze by L'Oreal. I love this bronzer. I used this a lot during the summer. It's pretty much matte. It has like the smallest kind of goldy shimmer in it, but besides that, it's pretty much a matte bronzer, so you don't have to worry about too much shimmer. The bronzer is done. It's now time to move on to the blush. I am using the Bourjois blusher in 34 Rose d'Or, not like a pulley door, but like a D''OR. This is super pretty and really actually quite pigmented. For this, I'm gonna use the Real Techniques 300, possibly one of my favorite ones. It is beautiful, it's rose gold. and it's really small and really good for blush application, especially when you want to be quite precise or you've got small cheeks. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Achoo! Really went for that. Don't you just hate when you're around people you don't really know and you can't fully go for a sneeze, you can't fully commit into the sneeze, so you kind of withhold your sneeze and you kind of end up just going, it's like the worst. It's such a waste of a sneeze. I love this blusher so much. It's so pretty. It almost gives like a rose gold effect to your cheeks. Like you can see the pink, but you can also see like gold shimmer coming through and it looks so pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks so shiny and pretty on my cheeks. So it also acts as a highlight as well. I brought the camera closer so you can have a proper look at the skin. I think it looks really nice and it looks really pretty with the blusher on it. Now I'm gonna get onto the eyes. Because I want to make this quite a subtle but smoky eye and focus quite a lot on the lips, I'm going to make this quite neutral. So I'm using the Soap and Glory lid stuff. I really like this quad. It's really good. It has pretty much every colour you would ever need if you just want to do a basic neutral eye. And I'm going to use this shade here, which is pretty much just a matte cream / white. And the brush I'm using is a Real Techniques base shadow brush. To give it a bit of highlight, I'm now going to use one of the colours in the collection Little Mix All About the Eyes palette. This is about $2.99 and it's actually amazing. It has really nice colours in it. I'm going to go for this one, which is the light one, because it has a little bit of shimmer to it. Mostly just focusing on the inside corner. Because you know I'm all about the eyes. Little Mix palette. I'm also going to put a little bit underneath my brow bone. Okay, next is to pop a bit of the darker colour in my crease. So I'm going to go back to the Lid Stuff palette and I'm going to take this matte brown and I'm just going to work that into the crease. To do that, I'm going to use the Real Techniques angled shadow brush, because you know I'm all about those angles in a shadow brush. I'm also going to take this colour, which is like a dark brown with a hint of shimmer in it, and I'm going to use this brush, which is the Real Techniques 201, whoops, which I dropped, and I'm just going to dab a tiny bit of that and just really concentrate that more in the crease. Okay, so there's both eyes done with eyeshadow. The next step is obviously eyeliner. Now, I couldn't find one in my collection that was strictly just from Boots or Superdrug in the kind of makeup-y section. However, I do have an Urban Decay one, which isn't technically drugstore or high street, but you can buy it in some Boots. So I'm gonna pass this off just for now. But if any of you have any good recommendations for any others that are slightly cheaper, then leave them in the description so other people can see your comment. You want to follow your bottom lash line up. This is drying out on me. I've just like drawn it on the back of my hand. Okay, one done. Now is the tricky part where you have to make the other eye the same as this eye. Next thing you want to do is add mascara. Now I want my lashes to be as big and dramatic as I possibly can. You could also add false lashes, but I don't have any right now, and for me, they generally tend to ruin my makeup because I'm not very good at them, unless you have a friend, in which case they can help you. Or you're a false eyelash wizard and you're just really good at it. But right now I am using the Bourjois Volume Clubbing Ultra Black for dramatic eyelashes. Whoop whoop. Okay, so now it's time for me to fill in my eyebrows, and to do this I'm just going to use a powder eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the brown from the Soap and Glory palette, and I'm just going to fill those in with a angled liner brush. So now that your whole face is complete, it is time to add the lipstick. Now this is my favourite lipstick ever, ever, ever. I am obsessed with this. I feel like this shade of red really suits my skin tone, and I don't know, I reach for it all the time. It's my Rimmel Kate Moss 107, which is this beautiful dark red. So I'm just going to apply this on my lips. And there you have it. There is one look that you could use for Valentine's if you have any special plans, or even if you don't. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of Valentine's Day, whether you've got any nice plans or if you're just staying at home and chilling with your friends. Also, if you recreate this look, I would absolutely love to see it, so don't forget to tag me on Instagram or send me your twit pics so I can see for myself. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next week.